Hey everyone, it's Yelby here, your favorite fanciful feline, and today is another part of Yelby's Avatar Ethics. This episode will be about Unity. First things first, we need to get our avatar exported. Alright, we're going to go ahead and export the model. Now, when you're creating, I have no issues with having, a billion materials. It's when you go to give it to someone else, or when you sell, especially a finished model, or I should say specifically a finished model. Don't. Do not have this. You want as little materials as possible. And especially if it's a ready to go ahead and do it. If it's go ahead and make your edits, fine. Just have a optimized version and a let you edit version. Because I cannot tell you how annoying it is having this many materials on an avatar. Let's go ahead and export it. We're going to go into FBX. I exported previously, but I'm going to change it to match my build number. And export. Alrighty. So now we're going to go to Unity. So the way I like to have my Unity projects labeled is whichever VRC SDK I'm using. So this is the latest one I've downloaded, and I have a big old backlog of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and open my project, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in my Unity project. So I personally like having a fancy floor in a skybox, just because it just makes everything look nicer to me. But we're going to go ahead and deal with some avatar stuff. So I like having a avatars folder. Inside that folder, you can do your same organization as you do here. For this one, I'm not, just because this is my personal folder, not my, in quotes, professional folder. So I'm going to go ahead and call it Lou. And I have made a program or a script to do a bunch of this stuff. But just because I know not everybody likes the same style, I'm just going to do it myself. So I need an FBX folder. I need a textures folder. A animations folder. A prefabs folder. And a UMATs folder for Unity materials. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and grab all my textures and dump them in here. So the reason why I didn't go to the file is because this will make a copy of them, so I don't have to worry about this being moved. Then to my FBX, throw the current one in. So I have my model in here now. So there are a bunch of settings here that need to be changed. For instance, I'm going to change that to import. That way you're not remaking all of them. And for right now, that'll be the only thing I change. Unless, the uploader tells me otherwise. Alright. So, like any good thing, configure. And I'm sure a lot of you know all of these steps. So I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. So I skip forward a little bit here. And what I did is I moved my chest and my toe bones, because really you don't need toe bones. And you always want to check your jawbone and remove it, because you really don't need it. And I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Alrighty. So here's the next portion. We're going to go ahead and extract all these materials. This is why we want everything named, so we know exactly what everything is. And I'll go into the UMAX folder. Alrighty. So everything has come across from the FBX into my UMats folder. Now we're going to go ahead and add a new scene and save it inside of our folder. And we're going to save it right here on the root of the folder. And we're just going to name it exactly what the model is. Now let me do a quick few fixes here. There we go. All I did was unload and reload the scene. For mine specifically, I don't need these activated. So there we go. Now I'm going to grab the model. I'm going to check it in the scene. And make sure it's at 0, 0, 0. And all of scale 1. Doesn't that look pretty? uh, so I'm going to be using Pyomi Shader. And the reason why is because it has all the nice lock-in stuff. So you may notice some issues like that. So avoid that by turning backface culling off. Right now I think that's the only one we need to worry about with this avatar in particular. You know, everyone knows, no, make your avatar descriptor, set up your stuff. So, do that on your own time. Just set up everything you can. And let me go in here. So like I said earlier, we're going to add dynamic bones. Alright, it's going to go on the root of the hair. And just because I'm lazy, let me go ahead and hit play. And there we go. No exclusions, no nothing. Just had to toss it on. And I'm done. Very simple. Very easy. And notice it was set to the one named root. Now let's assume our avatar is basically completely done. Make a prefab. And I don't know why it does that, but it does. And in animations, you know, organize all your stuff. From, you know, custom animations. You want your parameters and menus. So, you know, just, you know, parameter. So you would name it params and your character name. And then you want to do the same for your menu. So you want main and then character name. And you know, all your submenus, what they actually are. So let's say I had one for clothing. Clothing. So it's as simple as that. This one, submenu, clothing, boom. That way you know exactly what everything is. Now then, you know, we gotta update a prefab. Alrighty. So let's say I have all my models done and I'm ready to, you know, to go to market with it. So now we're at the part of where we're going to export. So we're going to come here to our avatars folder. We're going to come to our Lou folder, which is our tutorial character. Export package, select none. We don't need the shader. We don't need any of these. Now, why are we not including the shaders, dynamic bones, and all that, you may be asking? Because we don't need to. Because in our note, which we should have brought over with us, which I forgot to do, wardrobe, so this note should come across with the avatar. So we'll go ahead and put that into here. We should also include, alrighty. However, before exporting, we need to include some stuff. There's a reason we're keeping track of this. So this will be for everything on the Unity side. So like our shader. So I'm using Pyomi shader. Well, I'm going to go to the Pyomi Discord. There should be, is there not a link? Right here. Basically, don't, even if it's the free one, don't redistribute it. What we're going to do, go up here. Basically, we're just going to point people to this Discord. This is where they can get it from. So make sure to include where to get it from. Put it in here. Yelby shaders. And that's it. There might be an official Yelby Discord link. I don't know it offhand. And same with dynamic bones. Do not include dynamic bones, because it's something that should be purchased on the asset store. As you see, I've purchased it, but this is what you should also link. I add my link. This way, credit is put where credit is due. Let's save it. This is now part of our package. Go ahead and export package. Deselect everything. Select only Lou. So all of Lou's items are in there. Export. Alrighty. So we're going to leave the export package inside of its own folder. Or some other place if you wanted. This way I can keep track of where things are. So creator, me. Even though it's not me, but me. Character name. And we're going to do updates. Give an update number. 1.0. Save. And there we go. Package is now ready to be exported to wherever it needs to go. I'll see y'all in the next one. So this is something I forgot while I was exporting. When you export your avatar, next to the name, make sure to say which SDK you're using. In this case, SDK 3.0. That way when people grab it, they know if it's a 2.0 avatar or a 3.0 avatar.